This is the moment a peaceful family home in Bushey, Hertfordshire, became the setting for a brutal and calculated act of immense cruelty. On July 9, 2024, 26-year-old ex-soldier Kyle Clifford arrived at the home of his former girlfriend, Louise Hunt, carrying a lethal device that would turn a family's worst fears into a tragic reality. It began at the front door. Carol Hunt, 61, a beloved wife and mother, was the first to fall victim when she unknowingly opened the door to Clifford. From that moment, the horror inside the Hunt household unfolded over hours. Louise, 25, and her sister Hannah, 28, arrived home at separate times, each walking into a nightmare. Clifford had planned every step. After overpowering Louise, he kept her restrained while he waited for Hannah to return from work. Evidence from security footage and court testimony revealed that during this time, Louise suffered unthinkable suffering at his hands, an act of power and control that showed just how calculated his intentions were. At 6:50 p.m., a chilling sound was captured on the doorbell security system, one that forensic experts later confirmed was the chilling sound of a deadly shot. Within minutes, both Louise and Hannah were gone. Their lives were taken in a manner as methodical as it was heartless. By the time Clifford fled, a once complete family was shattered in an instant. BBC Radio 5 live commentator John Hunt and his eldest daughter Amy were away at the time, unaware that their home had become the scene of an act so cold, so personal, that even the responding officers were left shaken. The aftermath was just as disturbing. Clifford showed no remorse. When he was arrested, officers found a handwritten note that read, "I could be a better man, but I choose not to." It was clear, this was no moment of uncontrollable rage. This was a man who knew exactly what he was doing. But even after pleading guilty to taking 3 lives, Clifford refused to admit to the other horrors he inflicted that night. His not guilty plea forced the grieving Hunt family to endure a trial, reliving the details in court as he refused to face them, choosing instead to remain in his prison cell. After a deeply emotional trial, the judge delivered 4 key rulings. 1. Kyle Clifford is guilty of taking 3 lives in cold blood. 2. He is guilty of inflicting severe cruelty upon Louise in her final moments. 3. He deliberately planned these heartless actions with intent to cause maximum suffering. 4. He will never walk free again. This was not a crime of passion. It was a calculated act of revenge, a final twisted display of control over a woman who had chosen to leave him. Now, a father and daughter must live with the unthinkable, while Clifford spends the rest of his life behind bars.